Hi guys. So, first things first. The reason why I am dressed this way is because I'm literally walking my dog and remembered that I still needed to film an intro and outro for this video. So here I am doing that. It actually sucks because I meant to film this intro and outro in Costa Rica. My phone broke the weekend that I was filming in La Fortuna. So the vlog actually had to end after La Fortuna, which I'm okay with because I got a pretty good amount of footage. But yeah, welcome back over a year later. But this time I'll be showing you guys what a typical week looked like for me volunteering in Costa Rica. So we're just gonna get right to it.
So at around 5:30 to 6 a.m. is usually when the sun comes up. That's also around the same time that I wake up. After I wake up, I kind of lay in bed for a little bit, and then once I'm ready, I get up to brush my teeth, brush my hair, do all that. So because I get up so early in the morning, usually I'm the only one that's awake, and I use that chunk of time while I'm waiting for breakfast to really journal. After I'm done with journaling, sometimes I literally just lay in bed and just think because there's not much to do. Sometimes I'll grab the book that I'm reading and read a couple pages when I'm really bored. But other than that, I kind of use the morning for a lot of introspection time. But yeah, that's usually what I did here every morning in Costa Rica. Sometimes I'll hit my pen and I'll just be high and sit there and think. But yeah, that's pretty much my morning in a nutshell. Okay, so usually at around 9 in the morning. Okay, so usually at around 9 in the morning, all the volunteers will meet up at the main house, which is just right across the street from my house. We'll all meet up for breakfast. Breakfast is from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So everyone usually meets up at around 9. And it's just that house right across the street. So that's where we're heading on over. And so yeah, this is where we'll kind of meet for breakfast and for lunch and dinner. And yeah. So this morning for breakfast, we had pancakes. We have 2 cooks that cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for us, and they are these 2 lovely Costa Rican women named Berta and Zoraya. I'm kind of really disappointed in myself that I never got to film or show the more traditional foods that they would make for us, because that's literally all they would make for us. It was a lot of beans and rice and super healthy Costa Rican food, and I miss it. So after breakfast, me and a couple of the other volunteers walked to my favorite beach. It's called Playa Blanca. The beach that we were staying on was Playa Junquial, so Playa Blanca was just the next beach over. And I would come to this beach almost every other day whenever I just wanted to have a beach day or to relax. Water here is clear, the sand is white, there's barely anyone ever on this beach. All of the beaches nearby are pretty secluded. There was never a lot of people at the beach, so it made it really nice. But yeah, this is my favorite beach, so if you guys are ever in Costa Rica, you guys should definitely check out Playa Blanca. So I just got done with the beach. The rest of the volunteers stayed back to hang out there some more. I'm heading over to Mundo Mulos right now. It's just like a hotel nearby. They offer Wi-Fi and stuff, so I'm gonna go there to use that. And then I'm probably just gonna hang out there for a little bit until lunchtime.
probably head over to the main house, have some lunch there. And then after that, I'm probably gonna go to the beach again, beach bum it some more. And then after that, I'm gonna head over to my volunteer workplace, and then yeah, that's how I'm gonna spend the rest of my afternoon.
So today at the warehouse, we were sewing baskets. These are the baskets that we would put the turtle eggs in after we've dug holes and put them into the sand.
Hola, I teach her how to sew.
Yes, we're sewing the baskets.
Marks, what happens if you get famous?
Now they know we're at the VerdiAzul project in Costa Rica, Junquiao.
Making these baskets were super tedious and time consuming, but honestly they were pretty fun to make with my friends around, so it wasn't too bad.
It is 4:30 and I'm still not done with my basket.
Wait, what time did we start?
We started the work at 2:30, but we probably started this at around 3. Micah is like, Josiah's almost done. I'm barely. I still have to get a circle around, and then I have to sew this on still. We are working hard out here today.
After we were done with work, I walked over across the street to Hotel Tatanka to use their Wi-Fi, and it started pouring.
I'm freaking stuck here. I'm literally walking home in the rain right now. And my house is 20 minutes away. And I have no choice. I have no option. Super fun.
I wanted to show you guys how hard it was raining this day. There was also thunder and it was just crazy. I walked home the entire way like this. After walking home in the rain, I just showered and then chilled at the house for a little bit. Later that night, me and a couple of the other volunteers walked over to Mundo Mulos. I wanted to grab dinner, but everyone else just wanted to get drinks and hang out, so that's what we did. The next morning, the volunteers and I had to wake up super early because we had to drive an hour to get to this beach to be able to catch the turtle hatching. It looked like there were hundreds of these turtles on this beach and they were all just laying eggs, and it was hands down one of the coolest things I've ever got to experience. There he goes. After we were done watching the turtles, we all got breakfast and then headed over to the reforestation area, and that's what we did for the rest of the afternoon. Now this right here was some hard work. The hill that we were on was steep as hell, and we were passing down trees to plant them. It was also hot and humid as well, so definitely physically demanding, but rewarding. Later that night, the volunteers and I walked over to Mundo Milos again to have dinner and kind of hang out and grab drinks because it was one of the girls' last night there, so we all kind of just wanted to hang out all together before she left. And then me and my friend actually left and met up with some of the locals and smoked weed with them and watched the lightning, and it was just super fun. After breakfast, I took myself to the beach and kind of had a little beach morning to myself. Then afterwards, I met up with a couple of my friends and we all walked over to Guacamaya Lodge. That's just another restaurant around town, and we kind of just had smoothies, had a couple snacks, and hung out. At around 2:30, the volunteers and I went back to the warehouse and finished our baskets. Don't judge me, I am wearing the same clothes from 2 days ago. Clearly, I didn't care. Later that night, my friends and I went over to our friend Michael's house, who's actually a local and lives in Junquiao. We went over to his house and used his pool, hung out, swam a bit, and just had a really good time.
Taking over the vlog. This is Micah here. Here, Owen and Mir's chilling. I wish he was my brother. Seems like responsible. Cool.
Micah, you ruined the shot.
No, we're vlogging. We're vlogging.
Micah,
We're vlogging.
I'm not gonna put this in the vlog.
That's what they all say. Then they put it in. You mad? You mad, Lana? Sure.
Lie to me.
I'm not lying.
I'm gonna come beat you up.
You always say that. You never do.
Micah.
That's my name.
Micah.
So we get the weekends off of work, and I like to spend my weekend exploring and traveling and kind of seeing different parts of Costa Rica. And this weekend, me and a couple of the volunteers went to La Fortuna. My two friends and I all stayed in a hostel, and I believe it was called Backpackers Hostel, and it was actually really nice. So I really recommend that place if you guys are looking for a nice and cheap spot to spend the night. Later that night, we all met up again to go on a night walk, and to be honest, we didn't really see much other than frogs, insects, and a couple of cool plants. But yeah, it was a cool and chill thing to do on our first night there. The next morning, I took myself to go get some breakfast, and I got this really delicious avocado toast, and I am clearly struggling to eat it. Yeah, it was hard. After I was done eating breakfast, I met up with my friends and we all went to the La Fortuna waterfall. There's multiple waterfalls at La Fortuna, but I believe this one was the biggest one. Our last after this weekend, only I and 2 other volunteers would be headed back to Junquiao. The rest of them would be going back to their hometown. I still had a week left in Costa Rica. But yeah, it was so sad. I love them all so much. I don't know when I'm gonna see them again, but they made this trip so fun. I love you guys so much, and thank you.
If you guys made it this far, thank you so much for watching me just have a blast in Costa Rica. I learned and grew so much from this experience. I met such amazing people and made such amazing friendships and memories. To be honest, every time I go traveling like this, I don't really go into it thinking that I'll like meet anybody or make friends. If anything, I kind of go into the opposite mindset. I go into it kind of expecting like to be alone for most of the trip because I want to like be okay with that. I want to be okay with going into the mindset of traveling like I might have to spend the whole time by myself, which I'm totally okay with. But every time I end up going, I end up meeting amazing people and making amazing friendships and unforgettable memories with these people. So thank you so much for everyone that was in the vlog for making this experience so much better for me. I also wanted to thank the VerdiAzul project. It's a small project and it's ran by these 2 biologists. One of them, her name is Valerie, and the other one is named Danny. And they are just these 2 people doing amazing things, and it almost feels like they're doing these amazing things and they're not getting enough recognition for it. So thank you so much for having me be a part of, you know, the reforestation. I got to find some turtle eggs and bring them back to the sanctuary, and I think shortly after I left, the eggs hatched and they brought them back into the ocean. They're just doing amazing things, and I'm so glad that I got to be a part of it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching again, and until next time, I am planning on going to Barcelona next, so look out for that.